Hello there, and welcome to the latest episode of NaitchPlays Pro Evolution Soccer 5. As you can see, we're against Aston Villa in this game, and I've actually remembered that I said I was going to change the socks to match the typical Chelsea kit when I can. I definitely forgot in one of the previous games, but we've remembered it there. So let's have a look at our lineup. You can see that we definitely need to make two changes. So Johnson's orange bar, whatever that means, is one of the highest, so I should definitely keep that in mind. And we're actually bringing the captain off. I think I will put Robert Huth on in his place. Actually give them a rest off the bench just because there's two of them. And I think we'll make do with that, so let's continue. I didn't actually check to see where Aston Villa were in the table, but they were one of the teams that I said I'd be playing on 4 stars, so we've remained on that. Hopefully it goes a bit better than the Portsmouth game, which was a bit boring. We've certainly got an attack already here, and a goal already. Fantastic start. Damien Duff. It's his first goal or assist of the season, in fact. And I don't think we could have asked for a better start. Let's see how well that went. That was a very smooth play there, just across the Aston Villa half. Sliced them open. Great start. So that's immediately better news than we had from the Portsmouth game. So now let's just see how well it goes from here. We're yet to concede a goal. That's great news. Hopefully we'll be able to keep it that way. If we can get another goal or two, that'll be even better, of course. Manchester United were the only team who are still on maximum points, so we need to keep the chase up on them and hope they drop points at some point. It's a silly free kick given away there. We have enough players back that it's not been a problem at all. So there's Kevin Phillips there with a wild shot slicing off there. Of course, Chelsea versus Aston Villa would have been both teams' next game had the Premier League not been delayed indefinitely, so you're getting a taste of it here. And in fact, that would have been a goal if not for an on-the-line deflection. I'm not even sure who it was. Oh, we've got a chance to get rid of the ball here, so let's clear that and make sure they don't get any more opportunities. Yes, so Aston Villa were due to host Chelsea in the Premier League. We're playing at Stamford Bridge here, and 15 years previous, so it's not quite the same, but if you're a fan of either team and were desperate to see that game, then this is the video for you. That's definitely the case. And in fact, we took the current Aston Villa assistant manager, John Terry, off for this game because of his form, but we do have current Chelsea manager Frank Lampard. I think he got the assist on Duff's goal, in fact. There he is. Just in the process of losing the ball. Before getting it back to Claude Makelele. Yeah, so here he is. He's done quite a good job with the team so far in real life, considering they had a transfer ban over the summer. Oh, that could have been worrying. Thankfully, they didn't get it on target, because that was going in if it had been. There was no way Czech was getting a hand to that. Oh, not doing very well here. I had said don't let them get any opportunities, and they've now had 2 before we've had another one since our opening goal. See if the goal scorer here can get the ball in. There's no one there, unfortunately. And they've made the clearance. Right. Okay, let's try again. No, never mind. Well, no, it's our free kick. So we still have the ball. Still have the opportunity to advance. It's proving a lot more difficult than it did in that opening passage of play, but we've managed to open them up again. Robin doesn't quite get the shot off after a couple of knocks from the Aston Villa defence there. It was very good defending, I have to admit. Would have liked a penalty to come from it. I thought the first tackle might have led to an advantage if we were outside of the box. I'm just noticing what appears to be presumably the Aston Villa manager at the side of the pitch. Let's see if we can see him. Yes, we have two stick figures representing the managers. It looks like the entire team is in 2D. They are in fact the same figure, it looks like. Yes, I think so. I think that was not worth an injury. I thought I'd actually conceded the free kick there, so that's definitely not good news. He doesn't seem to have any injuries there. So let's see how it goes. Ooh. It's a free kick right on the edge of the box there. Right, let's see if we can get this ball to Drogba with a nope, straight at the box, at the wall even. So we have a corner now. I think that was good Johnson, yes. So he got his head to the ball, but straight over the bar, unfortunately. It's been a bit end to end since the opening goal from Duff. Aston Villa proving me completely correct there, but I just managed to block any attempt at a shot, and now they have a free header on goal, but Lampard once again saves the day. I have a feeling he's going to be one of our key players across the season. Oh, that's a great save from Czech. A bit over dramatic personally, but let's have a look at that again. Yeah, I think that one probably would have gone in if he hadn't got his hand to it. Oh dear. Oh, that was really poor play in the box from me there. Just taking the ball down with Gallas, only to give it to Phillips straight away, and he doesn't seem to be the most accurate striker, so it's another shot that's just careened off to the left there, or the right as the players would see it. So let's... Oh, is that a penalty? It is a penalty, fantastic. I thought we should have had one earlier, so this more than makes up for it. There's a slide tackle on Drogba there. And Lampard converts his third penalty spot of the season. 2-0. If we keep getting penalties at the rate we have been, of course we had 2 in the Liverpool game, then I have a feeling Super Frank will probably end up being our top goal scorer. Of course, he stands a chance for that anyway. I think he is the all-time Chelsea top goal scorer in real life, despite being a midfielder. So we have a few strikers who will be challenging for that crown as well. Crespo and Drogba being the most likely two, but Johnson's not well, I suppose he is an outside contender. He won't be playing every game, and some of those he'll be substituting on during the game. I'm not sure what Czech was doing there, and yeah, so Johnson will also be playing in midfield sometimes when he's covering for Joe Cole and Lampard himself, of course, who would also be a contender to have a number of goals as well, actually. Joe Cole. I don't know if he's scored yet. You'll be able to see on the bar to the right of this whether he's on the top goal scorers list. I think he might be. I think he scored 1. If not, he definitely got an assist at some point. So that's definitely an assist for Lampard as well. It's a fantastic opening goal, I have to admit. So Liverpool have beaten Portsmouth. Not doing too well at Tottenham Hotspur, are they? Another loss there to Middlesbrough. Fulham currently drawing with Charlton, who we beat 3-0, and Man United yet to take the lead as well. So, right, let's get Robben off. He took that knock. We definitely don't want him getting... Oh, he is injured, so we definitely need to. So let's take him off for Jeremy. Give him some game time. We might have played him before so far, but he's not made a mark on me yet. Czech's actually looking a bit worse for wear as well, which isn't good. What else can I bring on? I think I'm going to take Drogba off for Carlton Cole, seeing as we're 2 goals up, and leave the final substitution just in case we get another injury, because that wouldn't be ideal, just to have a player playing with an injury. I know we did it with Robben, but I didn't realise that the injury was severe enough to be recorded like that. Hopefully he's fit enough to play the next game. If not, we'll definitely be giving him a rest. That's the next league game, that is. We actually will be playing the next game will be technically in the Champions League. Will be the next video that I record. It won't be the proper Champions League because Konami, as you can see on the boards there, they didn't have the rights to it until I think as recently as either this year's edition of Pro Evo or perhaps the year before. So we will be imitating it in the Konami Cup tournament option, which is the most customizable option there is. Unfortunately, it won't be a complete representation of the Champions League because you can't do 2-legged games in it. So we will actually be splitting the tournament up into the group stages, which will be 1 leg against each team in the group, and then I will be taking the teams that advance from the top 2 still. I will be taking them and setting up a 2-legged knockout tournament, which would just represent the final 16 onwards. So that way we get as close to a representation of the Champions League as possible. And yeah, that will be the next video. I'm not sure which team it will be against at the moment, but I have already set the league up, or the cup rather, so I'll be able to include that in my preview of the next video. I might put it in the description as well now that I've talked it up so much. So I'll definitely go and have a look. In fact, I can have a look before we sign off today, so I shall do that. And back to this game, we've not had much action at either end. There was an opportunity that was squandered on our behalf, but Aston Villa haven't really had the ball that much. We've managed to keep it, as I say, as I lose the ball. So it would be nice if we can get a third, just to make a difference, really, to the goal difference. Who knows how much of an impact that could have at the end of the season. I've said before in a previous video, I'm not expecting to concede that many, but I think that will be made up for by the number of draws that take place. I think it could happen more often than not. If you think about the Liverpool game, for example, which was played on 5 stars, without the 2 penalties that were conceded, we wouldn't have scored, so we'd have actually had 2 draws in the season so far, which would... how many points would that be? That would put us on 5 points, or 8 after this. But yes, we were very lucky with those, and thankfully Lampard has converted 3 out of 3 so far. There he is again. He seems to know when he's being spoken about. Oh, that was a terrible ball. That was supposed to go to Duff out on the wing there, but tried to pass it forwards to Drogba instead. Are we getting a card? No. I don't think we've had a card yet. That's still being the case. I think I'll be shocked if we do receive one at any point. I just haven't seen them given on this game at all. I don't know if there's a setting that is turned off, but I don't want to risk it by committing a malicious foul, because we might lose an important player. I don't want to be a man down if we accidentally get a red card straight away. So I guess I will have to... Oh, we have another shot that's gone wide from Aston Villa. They don't seem to be getting them on target. That's the important thing there. Their slicing is on form, but possibly too on form. So we should be fortunate enough to keep our clean sheet record up. Here we have Lampard again. Is this going to be another penalty? Oh, wow. We have another penalty. This is the 2nd game out of 4 where we've had 2 penalties, and it's the 2nd time that Mr. Lampard there has converted both of them. So he's now on 5 goals across the season, I think. Well, we know he's got 4 because he scored 4 penalties. Straight over the goalkeeper there by the looks of it. Yeah, Sorensen had no chance there. So that's another 3-0, and in fact I'm quickly going to make a 3rd substitution, because we can see that the players are clearly suffering. So let's take Gallas off, I think, for Glenn Johnson. Nope, there we go. Let's try again. Okay, I think we might have to play Cudicini in the next league game, so I'm not sure how a goalkeeper gets so tired, unless the green bar isn't stamina. I really do need to look this up at some point. My theory would be that the green bar is possibly match day stamina. Oh, could have been a hat-trick for Lampard there. But yes, so I think the green bar might be match day stamina, and the orange one could possibly be injury frequency or fatigue. I'm not sure. Definitely something I need to look up though, so if I haven't done that in the next video, then please comment to tell me I haven't, and hopefully I will actually remember to do it. Oh, Johnson. No, not quite. Didn't quite get the shot off there. A bit of a scramble in the box. It seemed to be guns blazing for a 4th goal here. Can we do it? Lampard. He's through. He gets his hat-trick. What a goal. That's the first hat-trick of the season as well. And Joe Cole coming in for a hug there. Let's see if we can watch that one again. Oh. I mean, it could have gone worse. It could have not been a goal, so of course it could have gone worse, but I'm quite happy with that one. That's 4-0. It's been a fantastic game and a fantastic result there. And I think we know who our man of the match is going to be. There's no questions about it really, are there? Again, although 2 of the goals were penalties, he actually managed to win one of them himself. Still got 100% conversion rate on the penalty spot kicks, and he's definitely now our top goal scorer after that game. That's 4-0. Wow. Let's have a look at these full-time results. So Liverpool managed to get the win. Tottenham lost. It's definitely not going to be a good season for them. Let's wait for Fulham and Man United. So Fulham managed to get another win. Man United edged it against West Brom. I think Arsenal were one of the other teams that were up there. So can we see them? We can. Arsenal have got the win. Let's see how that affects the table. Right, so Man United have conceded a goal now, so our goal difference is the best in the league, but they're still on 4 wins out of 4. So we'll come back to that, not in the next video, but the one after that. We will instead come back for the opening game of the Konami Cup. Let's quickly have a look and see who that will actually be against. Where will it be? Here, I think. Does it matter? No, we have to go through leagues, cups even. So that first game is against Real Betis. I think I will just play the entire thing on 5 stars and see how it goes. So I will see you next time.